All right, this video is going to talk about writing functions and using function notation in terms of context. So here's a scenario. You're selling t-shirts for a fundraiser. You have decided that you want to both increase the price that you sell them for by $3 from what it costs you. You also want to have a 10% markup. So you've got two different things happening here, a markup and just a price increase. From what it costs you. You aren't sure which is going to make the most amount of money for you for your fundraiser. So first of all, it wants us to write a function here for f of x in which you do the markup first and then the price increase. So I think the first thing here that we need to talk about is that when you buy something or you sell something, if you don't change the amount whatsoever, then you're buying it for 100% of its cost, or you're selling it for 100% of its cost. So if you're going to do a markup, you are adding a percentage to 100%. So if I start out here with f of x, and I'm going to do a 10% markup, I know that I am adding that 10% to 100%, and getting 110%. Now we want this as a decimal, so that's where I'm going to get 1.10 times that initial cost, then I'm going to add $3 to that cost. So I've done the markup first, then the price increase. I started with my 100%, then I increased that 10%. So the same scenario here, but this time it says write a function g of x in which you do the price increase first. So if I do the price increase first, I now have a $3 increase to my original price. I would still be paying 100% of that if I didn't do a markup, but now my markup is going to happen second. So I'm going to put that on the outside of the parentheses. So these are slightly different equations. Again, same scenario. Now it says, assume you can get the shirts at a cost of $5 to you. Which function, f of x or g of x, would result in the most profit for your fundraiser? Well, let's go ahead and let's plug in 5 into each of our functions. So if I did this, I'm going to have 1.10, which is my markup first, times 5, that's the cost of the shirt that we were charged. And here's what we're going to end up charging people. So $5.50 plus 3. If I do the markup first, I am going to charge people $8.50 for my shirt. Well, let's check out G of 5. So if I do the price increase first, I now have 5 plus 3, then times my markup. And that's going to be 8 times a markup of 10%, and that's going to be $8.80. So although it's close, for my fundraiser, I would clearly want to use doing the price increase first and then the markup, because I'll make 30 cents more per shirt that I sell for my fundraiser.